What is good, horror horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can tell by the title of this video, this is the very first Horror Gamers random reviews. Now, before I get into the review, let me just throw back, just in case you missed it, what Horror Gamers random reviews entails. So basically, what your boy Horror Gamer is going to do is, y'all see the collection behind me? I'm just going to randomly reach back, pull a movie off the shelf from the collection, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to do a review on it. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I want y'all to leave in the comment section what your thoughts on the movie are, whether you like the movie, whether you hated the movie, whether it's something you'd watch again, or if it's a one-time watch. So, yeah, that's basically the gist of Horror Gamers Random Reviews. It's just I pick a movie from the collection randomly, and we talk about it. So that's the gist. But before we get into my random review, just know, that's right, every one of your boys Horror Gamers random reviews have spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen the movie that I pull off the shelf, pause this, go check it out, come back, let me know in the comment section what you think. You agree with me, you disagree with me, you like the movie, you hated it. But just know, anything beyond this point is on you. So, with all that disclaimer out of the way, let's dive into the very first Horror Gamers random review. And the first review, the first movie we're going to do is oh, this is a good one. I'm actually glad I got this one. So the first movie we're going to do our very first Horror Gamer reviews on is Dog Soldiers. This movie for your boy was one of those underrated hits. It came out of nowhere. I don't believe it ever came into theaters. And it was one of those things where it was a foreign film. I think it was from the UK or England or something. I don't know. But anyway, basically what it is this group of military. They're out doing a mission and they're basically attacked and they got to hold up in this farmhouse, and it's these werewolves type creatures that are really tall and really big, and they just cause ruckus, and they just kill everything, and they're hard to kill, and these people are trapped. These soldiers are trapped in this farmhouse, and they have to make their stand. They have to try to survive the night. And this thing has everything. It has comedy, it has blood, it has gore. My one favorite character, he's fucking off hinged. And he does this funny thing where the wolves get into the house and they start attacking these soldiers. And he runs into the kitchen and he's fucking throwing pots and pans at this wolf. He's screaming at it. Ah! And then finally, the wolf bests him, and he looks at the wolf and he spits in his face and he's like, I hope I give you the shits. Like, he was hilarious, man. Like, that part of the movie was real funny. But yeah, like, these wolf creatures, they were insane. They were like 8 foot tall, and you find out at the end it's this like I think, see, it's been a while since I watched it, but I think it was like this they ended up hiding it in the archives of the military, and they had like still photos and stuff, and like it was the family who owned the farm were the ones who wolfed out, and like they were attacking people and killing people, and it was just all around. It was a good movie. It was one of those out of nowhere type of movies where it didn't hit mainstream media in the fact that it didn't hit theaters. So it was one of those things that it was a low budget horror movie, but it turned out to be a big deal. And I ultimately think it ended up turning out to be a cult classic. Like I said, the monsters in it were great. The twist at the end was really good. The practical effects were awesome. Just the feel of being trapped in a farmhouse with werewolves trying to break in and kill you, it really captured that whole thing. And I haven't watched it on 4K yet. I do own it on Blu-ray, and I've watched it multiple times on Blu-ray. this is something I really want to kind of go back and revisit because it was such a well-made movie. And it was, like I said, it was one of those out of nowhere kind of movies where you watch it and you're just like, holy fuck, this movie was good. You know, not every movie has to go to the theater and be good. This is definitely one of those cases where it didn't hit theaters, and I actually heard of it from a friend. I think he had like a DVD copy of it, and he let me borrow it one night, and I just said fuck it and sat down and watched it. Or it was on I forget how I first got introduced to the movie. I just know that after I watched the movie, it was it was so fantastic that I wanted to own it. And then it was hard to find. I actually had to go on Amazon and buy it because it wasn't in stores around here. And then when Scream Factory got a hold of it and they did their first 4K, I heard that their first 4K kind of sucked and they didn't do a real good job releasing the first one on 4K. But then they revamped it and redid it on 4K, and that's what this one is. It's the 4K, the most recently released 4K. But all in all, guys, I definitely recommend this movie. I think you'll like it. It's a good creature feature. The monsters are really awesome looking in it. You can tell there's certain scenes, you can tell it's low budget, like the wolfing out scene when the one girl wolfs out and her eyes kind of turn yellow. It's a little off, but it's still not horrible. But you could tell that this was one of those movies that it was a project of love and they put all their heart into it, and that's what I like. Now, I will say, though, there was one scene in the movie, and it was at the very beginning, that almost completely turned me off to this. And that was when they were training, and the sergeant wanted one of his soldiers to kill a dog. Basically shoot the dog in the head, because trying to train him to just not care about life in general or whatever. And he refused to do it, thank God. But then the general shot the dog anyway. Luckily, they didn't show the dog being shot, but you knew he shot the dog. That almost killed it for me, because I'm one of them people, I don't like to see the depiction of animals being hurt in anything. That's why, like, your boy can't watch a Cannibal Holocaust, because I know that those animals were really killed in that movie. I can't do that. That's not me. I can watch Michael Myers kill a slew of people, but you put the thought out there that a dog gets killed, and that's not me. But other than that scene, this movie's fantastic. I definitely recommend it. And if your boy Horror Gamer had to give this a score, I'm going to go a solid 9 out of 10 on this one. I really enjoyed this one. This was, like I said, this is probably one, if not, no, this is definitely one of my favorite werewolf movies out there. Probably top 5, maybe even top 3. So I definitely recommend you check it out. Definitely get the Scream Factory version if you can, the 4K. I mean, this thing is fully loaded. It comes with the 4K scan of the original negatives, Werewolves vs. Soldiers, The Making of Dog Soldiers, which is a fun little featurette. It comes with interviews with the director, the producer, some of the actors, A Cottage in the Woods, a look at the production design, audio commentary. There's a short film on here called Combat, behind the scenes photo gallery. Comes with a theatrical trailer. It just comes with a whole slew of stuff, and it's for the price. I think when I got this, it was almost $30, but it may have dropped in price. But yeah, like I said, definitely recommend you check this out. I'll read the back for you. It says, a group of soldiers dispatched to it's a Scottish film. Dispatched to the Scottish Highlands on special training maneuvers face their biggest fears after they run into Captain Ryan, the only survivor of a special ops team that was literally torn to pieces. Ryan refuses to disclose his mission, even though whoever attacked his men might be hungry for seconds. Help arrives in the form of a local woman who shelters them in a deserted farmhouse deep in the forest. But when they realize that they are surrounded by a pack of bloodlusting werewolves, it's apparent their nightmare has just begun. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's a creature feature where they're trapped and they have to fight off werewolves. Definitely recommend it, guys. So definitely check that out. But all right, horror. With all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the first episode of Horror Gamers Random Reviews. That was a fun one. I like the fact that I chose one of my favorite creature features, so that's fun. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think. If this is a series you want me to continue, I think it's fun. I think it's new. I don't see other people doing it, so let me know. Let me know how you guys like it. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys, and until next time, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.